So I'm here at 2 something in the morning. I'm Jennifer, and I wanted to touch base and give you something back because I haven't been on very much at all. So this is April horoscope for all of the signs. So see if anybody hooks up in on the live, but if they don't, it's fine because it is dark hours of the night for a lot of people. So first up, there's my Susie Q. Oh, Susie, we need to touch base. We need to have an hour free tomorrow at the phone. Thomas, hey my love. Love you, sister. So this is going to be for April, and I'm really chilled out because I've been meditating and stuff, and so I'm doing some really cool, you think? Yeah. I think some really cool channeling of myself. So I'm chilled, I'm in the zone. I love you, sister. And I wanted to give something to you tonight that you can use for the month ahead, because it's going to be hairy, I feel. So let's see. Should we just go for Aries first? We'll just go. Maybe I'll decorate a cup, Susie. What do you think? You know, for the signs, and then I can pull them out of the cup. Do you reckon? But this month we'll just go as the signs are. Do you reckon? Thank you, Thomas. I don't know how at 2 o'clock in the morning, but yeah, just done a reading not long before there. David Berry, my lovely, touch base with you 2 time. It's evaded me at the minute. So for Aries, remember this is general. Take what resonates, leave what does not. No offense is taken at all. So it's going to be quite a quick round. Hopefully you all know what I'm like. If things need to be said, they get said. Hey, my brother, and we'll see how far we go. David, are you up at this hour too? Well, you are. You're there. Night owls, aren't we? Okay, so for Aries, fire signs. I need to know for that greatest path for April 2022. Wow, Aries. Damn, coming in with the fire. Aries, have we got any Aries in the chat? Okay. So we have got the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, Aries. I don't know why the normal camera hasn't come on. This is the laptop camera, I think. I should have noticed that before. So King of Pentacles. So you can see here, this king is adorned with everything of abundance. It's earth. It is a grounded energy. It's a strategic energy. It's a thoughtful energy, great for business. This king has found a way to connect with all around him in order to literally manifest out of the ethers into the physical. He is very good at creating things that will create more of the same, i.e. build upon each thing that is created. You'll notice with all of the kings and queens, one foot is hidden. And for me, this means different things as I feel the energies, as I read the cards. But that shows to me in this reading for you, Aries, for April, it would be keep business ideas to yourself. Keep something back. Keep something back, and that isn't being cunning, it isn't being sly, it's being discerning in order to not have intellectual property or ideas stolen. Keep something back, and as the king, know when the right time it comes to release what you've held back. So I want to say though, Aries, for the rest of the reading, damn, major arcana, judgment, major arcana, the high priestess, major arcana, the emperor, all major arcanas. So you're coming in with really heavy hitting energies, real life-changing moments, real, you've been waiting for this. You felt the build-up of this all year thus far, if not more. This build into something where a lot of people have looked at you, particularly in business, and thought you're never going to make it, all talk, but you've been building up to this moment, and where the energies are behind you, lifting you up. The energies are there for you to hook into in a huge way, life pathway, life-changing way. So with judgment, we see that they're rising from the tomb, from the grave, and they're rising naked, hearing the vibration, the frequency. Now, something came up that I did for somebody earlier today, and I want you to see this angel in the sky as a sacred geometric shape, or an amalgamation of many sacred geometric shapes that create a vibration, a hum, that is also connected within these people. As above, so below. There's something drawing you towards your path, which very much could mean for a lot of you, Aries, that you really are walking in a different direction from everything that you've known thus far. Maybe everyone, or a lot of what you've known thus far, and a lot of who you've known and been with thus far. But being able to shed the skin of the old, and be bold enough to be in your raw state, leaving everything that you do not need now, all of the skin of experiences of pain, of disappointments, of waiting for things to happen, and talking about it a lot, feeling it, to actually letting go of the judgment of others, letting go of the others around you, to have the ability to make you feel like, I wish this could happen, because I know I can feel it, but how do I prove it to other people? Because I've had to like work on, things for so long. It just hasn't been coming about. And it's letting go of even that. And so that knowing that only you can judge yourself, and that click that is going to happen this month in your consciousness allows you to connect with the above into the within below, allowing you to be pulled towards your path very, very strongly. Now the high priestess comes after the judgment card. Aries, you're coming in with fire this month, and this is where again the hidden, the divine feminine, divine masculine in this Boaz and Jashin pillar. She's got the moon under her feet below, and she's got a moon on her head as well. As above, so below. You are stardust. Draw down that energy. This pomegranate veil here behind, that's where the consciousness pool of knowledge and wisdom lays behind this pomegranate womb-like curtain. This is where, I feel like you, Aries, have had a really tough time in general. Again, this is general. And you've been really striving towards huge changes in your life. And it's almost as if you've had to go through this process in order to shed old skin, in order to be drawn to your path, in order to let go of the judgment of others. Very powerful things to understand and put into practice. And this is where you sort of earn your stripes to use the wisdom that dwells beyond the womb veil of the high priestess, what is hidden. And it has to be hidden because those who would swim in this divine feminine pool without sort of priming themselves and being able to be their raw, truthful self, would either struggle or use that kind of wisdom for not great intent. And so it feels like you have been going through the mill, but it's all been a priming process, a shedding process, an ability to be able to really understand, really level up in your consciousness level and in the physical with this King of Pentacles. Now the next card, another major arcana. So you're all major arcanas and a king. And this is the Emperor. And you can see the Emperor has both feet firmly on the ground and on shore. He's in a very fixed state. He's in a square, throne. He's sitting very squarely, and is the daddy of times, Saturn, with his beard here. And this is about creating structures, especially for people who are life path 4, creating physical structures, building authority, taking authority over self. And it comes from you first, being brave enough to hear your call and really fully understand who you can be, these limitless potentials that you've been building up, Aries, into being able to then gain from the divine feminine wisdom, moving into the divine masculine, taking authority over your life, taking authority over yourself, and taking authority over your reality and what it looks like and what you have within that reality. So Aries, boom, well done you. Not being easy though, and but it's worth it to have those kinds of things, those kinds of payoffs. Damn, it's worth it. Who's in here? Joe Sapiens, hey brother. Angelo, much love to you. The magician keeps coming up for me and I love it. Yeah, you are a magician, Angelo. You are. Let's see. Isby. Much love to you. This is Andrew Phillips. Much love to you. And David Castle, brother. I've got all the Davids in here, I think, have I? And Thomas, David Berry, and my Susie. Yeah, please hit that like button and share. And share. So who was up next? So Aries, just as a pointer, don't get let the energies flow. Don't get too pushy with that, or don't try and control it too much. Let the energies flow. What's that question? So who's up next? Taurus, 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 the bull, the ram. Taurus, for my Taurus for April. What does Taurus need to know for April? What you got for me? I need to do something? Sorry, Joe, I'm way behind on emails and things. So for Taurus, 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 what do you need to know for the greatest attainment of April 2022? Different deck. Taurus does not want that deck. Taurus. Yes, Sister Gemini. What do you want in, Susie? Oh, you're sleepy. Shall I do Gemini next, Susie, for you? Okay, let's do Gemini so Susie can go to bed. She's sleepy. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Well, that one's this deck, so back to this deck, and then we'll do Taurus. Oh, that's you, Taurus, Andrew. Beautiful sign. Well, they're all beautiful signs, I suppose. I'm the 25th of May, Thomas. So for Gemini, my sister Susie, Wayne is Gemini. Is Nina Gemini? It's a lot of Geminis all of a sudden finding each other. So for Gemini, Gemini, Gemini for April, my sign, Susie's sign. Gemini. All right, so we've got the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Sagittarius very often. This is the charismatic, people friendly, people pleasing, people loving type of energy, and it comes rushing in. You can see on this horse, the horse is fire, it's showing off, rearing up, and the knight is sort of sitting there all cool, not even noticing, like, oh, I'm sorry, did the horse come off the ground there? I'm just, because I'm so cool, I didn't even feel it. And so that's the kind of energy coming in, and it's a messenger. It's to bring about a certain type of event, bring about a certain rollout, because often this energy comes in fast and obviously very passionate, very fertile, very talkative. So yeah, that's, I don't know what else is coming up with that. We've got the Chariot card as the first card, major arcana. So this again is, it's funny because then we've got the Queen of Wands and then we've got the Two of Swords. So look at this layout, okay? So we've got the Chariot card, the Queen of Wands and the Two of Swords. So you see the synchronicity in that. Think of the Chariot as the chariot that goes through the night sky, your spirit, and what is happening in spirit is happening before it comes into the physical. And so we've got again the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and these creatures are meant to be able to be in balance, these energies, in order to pull the chariot as a whole. You can see in this chariot it's got a canopy of stars on the top, and it's got the moon just like the high priestess, and obviously we have the two, divine feminine, divine masculine, here as above so below, but this is the spirit aspect of self. And so this would mean, Susie, where we have been being a bit frustrated for things coming about, we've been working so hard in spirit, and it's just a confirmation of that hard work has been paying off, and that manifestation, that will has been drawing the chariot in a very balanced way. But we've got the Queen of Wands here. So again, it's very much about this divine feminine energy coming through for Geminis. A lot of passion, a lot of fire. It's like the womb has switched on kind of thing, you know, and it's more about also loving self in that way, finding self-attractive, saying kind and beautiful words, peaceful words to self, very much so. That is for you, Susie, in particular. Words of beauty, words of love, and being able to really dive deep into the energy of the divine feminine, and feel safe in doing so, and really flow with those energies, really show your passion, your fire for life, for a hobby, because you're drawing something in here. And so I felt like fire breathing tonight, and I nearly did. It feels like that kind of energy. You want to create, you want to feel love, you want to feel passion, you want to feel that song, I feel like a woman. It's very poignant right now, actually, for what's going on the wider stage, but that's not this type of show. So we've got not this time anyway. But this queen isn't afraid of a womanliness. She's not afraid of a passion. She's not afraid of a creativity. It's allowed to just be in flow. And so very much very much in spirit, a lot of energy going on with the divine feminine healing aspect, and really bringing that in to the physical space. Again, this queen, she has one foot on show, the other is hidden. And the black cat in front, think of the pussy. She's got her legs open, and this is the dark woman manifest that Manly P. Hall speaks of. The cat is symbolic of that, and that is where within this chamber so much can be created through breath work, through really channeling that energy through the root energy point. But again, in order to do this, we have to know and accept and love ourselves in order to do this to its greatest capacity. So a lot of sex magic for Geminis, I think, even alone with self, channeling that Kundalini energy, really getting to know that energy, really working on that root energy point, that root chakra, would be very, very powerful. Now, the Two of Swords that's just flown, yikes. The Two of Swords, again, this is where I was saying how like synchronistic this reading is for me, with the two here and the two here. And again, this is she's blindfolded, she's in white, she's got the swords crossed across her heart, she's overthinking, and so she has to desensitize herself. She has to you know, when you go in those dark chambers to meditate or really channel, it's because all of the distractions, the lights, the sounds need to be taken away in order to really feel here, really think through the heart, really pass your words and thoughts through the heart in order to know which decision to make, which path to take, kind of thing. And this would be very important right now in April for Geminis, in order to continue to pull this Chariot, which has got a lot of power behind it. I can feel it in spirit form through that will transition through into the physical. But a lot of ground being taken for self, and a lot of ground being won in the spirit sphere for Gemini, but bringing that into the physical, and knowing yourself enough to have no doubt about which path to take, by thinking through the heart space, very much so. I think a lot of it is about love interest too for Gemini this month as well. A lot of love energy going on in spirit, you know, like, and I don't say this lightly, soulmate type energy, recognizing people in spirit, knowing how to be in spirit, in communication with others. And again, that would speak to the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands here. And decisions may be needing to be made, or even being able to live a double life almost in spirit and in physical, by being able to enter into the consciousness in order to create a connection that is needed. So yeah, Gemini. Raven. I do overthink. Yes, you do, my Susie. Raven, original stormtrooper. Hi to you. Love the name. You're welcome, my Susie. Yeah, original stormtrooper. That's an awesome name. What are you saying, Joe? What do you say, Joe? Oh, Angelo, that shadow work ain't great to avoid. If you need help, if you want some sessions, reach out to me at truedivinemedia@gmail.com. It's not pleasant, but you're going to come out just fine. Joe, a lot of a lot of cat friends in my family. 8+, some of them are on the other side. Do you mean pussycat, like cats? Yeah. Love, love, love to you, Susie. Raven, my love. I haven't seen you for ages. Oh, no way, Stormtrooper. Hi, yes, I had to start a channel because my old one got deleted. They didn't like my old name. Oh, you, the Hitler was right. I'm whispering it as if YouTube can't hear it. Oh. Yes, you mean cats. Wow, I've rescued a lot of cats over since being a kid with my mom, so shh, still awake. I'll be quiet, Raven. Just have me in your ear. I'm not even picking that deck up. I'm using another deck. Have me in your ear, so you don't get caught. Oh, I love animals, but I've got a cat. I love my cat. You'll have seen her, Joe. She's naughty. She jumps up usually when I'm reading cards. So next is Taurus, because we did Gemini a little bit ahead because Susie needs to go to bed. I knew, I love that. I was right. Yeah. Of course, they don't like that. So, well, I like the Stormtrooper one too, but I like the old one as well. Cards for Taurus for April. Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, Taurus, what's going on? Damn, Taurus. It's all right. It's all good. We can sort it out. We can pull something positive from this. Okay. Justice on the bottom of the deck. So you see the fire and the feather and the balance of the scales. Justice is very misunderstood, and we're indoctrinated to, yeah, I've got a few warnings on my channel, Stormtrooper. I don't think they like me much either. Indoctrinated to look outside of self all of the time for justice, aren't we? Like in relationships, in school settings, with the police, with the courts, with the other services, always looking for justice. We've got like these ambulance chasers, solicitors and lawyers, you know, literally like vultures chasing the ambulances, ready to convince people to put a claim in because they tripped over a stone on a pavement. And so actually we've done it to ourselves in order to seeing those quick fixes, those easy monies, and helped indoctrinate our own selves into looking for justice outside of self all of the time. Justice always comes from within. And it comes from your balance of not even what would be deemed as right or wrong on the wider stage, not even deemed as what would be right or wrong in another's eyes. But in your eyes, in your heart, how you weigh yourself, how you know yourself to be. This is why a lot of people say, how come full-on narcissists seem to just get what they want, seem to just survive, they seem to just, you know, they do awful things and like they don't get half of the trouble that people who aren't narcissists get. And it's like, well, yeah, because they really do believe that they deserve everything, that everybody should serve them, that everybody should be bending to their will, that everybody should be able to give them exactly what they want, and they really believe it. So they weigh their hearts just fine. They might feel transient guilt here and there, but very much doubt it. So they manifest things in a very good way because they absolutely truly believe themselves. A bad narcissist ends up in too much trouble because they go too far maybe, but most of them, you know, they fly through life just fine. Look at all these powers that be. They manifest greatness for themselves because they truly believe. They truly believe that they it is just that they have it. And so it's about changing your consciousness, Taurus, this month, very much so. For when I get into the rest of these cards, really shifting that consciousness away from burden of guilt, away from looking outside of self for confirmation, for justice, for retribution, and really shifting that consciousness into the power source that you are, the warrior that you are, into being able to say, I weigh myself, and I give myself absolute vindication for being too forgiven, for being too stubborn, for being this, being that, whatever it is, you know, like really just bringing that justice in within self and finding your balance, finding a way to, my friend does cold dipping, and a lot of you Taurus could really do with some cold dipping, you know, in some really freezing water this month. I think for whatever reason, it would really help you get into that space of your consciousness where you can sort of, I know this sounds odd, but almost feel like you're punishing your body, but your body likes it, but it's not used to it. So almost feeling like you're punishing your body to, you know, get yourself to give you that jolt to shift into this consciousness when you get out of that water, if that makes sense. Now we have on the next card, the first card, the Knight of Swords, but it's in reverse. So that's in the upright. This is the dragon deck, so it's different symbology, but it's in reverse. This is a really narcissistic energy. This is really nasty slander, back talk, betrayal, and it's through the use of words. Mostly it's through the use of controlling an aspect of your thought pattern, and it is the messenger. It's a go-between. So some of you Taurus might be dealing with this energy in another physical person, where you know something's not right. You know the messages that are being passed are very different to the messages that are being spoken out behind your back. And there's this sort of, this person seems to have some kind of power over, at least in an aspect of your thought pattern, of your consciousness. And it's not a nice control at all, Taurus. And this may be you, Taurus. It may be that you are clinging on to something and using words that are manipulative, controlling, in order to, from a fear base, hold on to something that really needs to flow away from you. Now, even a lot of you, I feel it's going to be that you are very self-deprecating, and it's almost like you're delivering those messages to yourself through your thought pattern. It's almost like you're being this narcissistic messenger to self, in that you are really punishing yourself through thoughts, through words, and that's got to change. I want you to look in the mirror every morning, 21 to 28 days minimum, and I want you to say something positive to yourself. It'll start off with the tiniest thing, and it might be difficult for some of you. I want you to say something positive to yourself. Get some sticky notes if you can, and put those things, write them down, and let your mirror fill up around it as a frame over the month, to be able to remap, recircuit those thought patterns, because you're hurting yourself, some of you. And so, or you can just write them down on a list, you know. I have to, but say them to yourself. Look right in the eyes, you know, like really, like look right into your pupils, and say something. I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm beautiful. Anything you need to say, anything that comes, but I want you to look right in your eyes. I want you to really focus in, fall into your eyes, Allow yourself to step away from your body for a bit and fall into your eyes, so you really put those thoughts into yourself. Because look, I mean, come on, Taurus, the Three of Swords, this is painful. And again, it's swords, it's air, it's words, it's thoughts, it's wisdom, it's intellect. And so something's hurt your heart, something, yeah, there's a lot of childhood wounds coming up this month, but also something that's either happened or happening that really affects your heart, particularly relationships, friendships, family, that really does devastate you, that really does put you on the back burner. And so with that being said, we've got another major arcana. This is, yeah, another major arcana, because we've got the Justice card, and I want you to really understand what I said about the Justice card, because we've got the Devil here as the next card, and that's a major arcana. And the Devil is, you see how it's got these skeletons chained down here, and one of them will be divine feminine, one of them will be divine masculine, a representation of you. And so there's some aspects of you that are locked in chains, that you're binding yourself to through thoughts, through words, through going over and over and over certain pains, but without actually delving into them to unpick them, just to almost like dagger in the heart kind of thing. Like really, it's so, I want you to do the breath work. I want you to imagine yourself, you know, I know not a lot of people might not like the song, but blast, take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. But I want you to sing the song, obviously, to praise you, you know, you as in you, because this is what needs to happen. There needs to be a celebration of mistakes made. There needs to even be a celebration of nasty experiences, Taurus, changing this consciousness. And this is where the Devil then becomes your friend, because then, you know, those things that have defined you and bound you then define you in a very different way. They become an experience, a building block, a aspect of your shadow self that is powerful, that is a guide. But right now it seems to be like you're containing a lot, and it's all having an impact on your thought patterns, on your actual heart. A lot of you actually feeling that pain in your heart. So I'm sure I've got a video up about the Devil. I'll have a look. If not, I'll do one. And Justice, because this is powerful, Taurus. It might not feel like the nicest month, but again, it's for those who can really take on board what's being said here with this reading and understand even more, that you can take this forward to be, again, a life-changing month in this shift in consciousness towards self and towards self-love, and use the experiences for your greatness, without the guilt. Without the guilt. You know, you're turning your demons, your inner demons, into diamonds. You're chiseling them in this experience. If you choose to do so, you could choose to stay in this trap, consciousness trap, where you like daggering your heart, your thoughts, with your words. Really be cognizant. It's so important for you this month, Taurus, that you are super thoughtful about the words you use over self. The words you use over self, most of all. Most of all, the words you use over self. That's super important. Do the mirror thing. I know it sounds silly, but it works. Scotty boy, hey to you, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, well, some words do need to be removed from the English vocabulary. Very damaging, deliberately so, Joe. You're right. You're right. Right, I'm going to keep whizzing through because I don't want to get too drained. So we've done Gemini, done Taurus, done Aries. Who is next? Cancer. Water signs, water signs. Which deck? This one. So for Cancer, for April, have we got any Cancerians in the house? So Cancer for April. 3 cards falling out. Been gardening, so my hands aren't working very well. Wow. Wow, Cancer. Major arcanas are coming out, mine, for these small readings. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is abundance. This is new beginnings. This is a source of newness, a source of abundance, a source of sustainability in this physical reality. It's a good thing, Cancer, and I feel like you need to hear that it's a good thing because you're having a bit of a rough ride. So the 3 cards popped out in their own right, and you've got the High Priestess, but it's in reverse. And so in the upright, we've got the High Priestess here. You can see the pillars of knowledge, the star above. You can see that she like the other card, it's the moon on the top, and she's got the moon on the bottom as above, so below. This is also her bow and arrow. You know, this moon, we talked about that on Wayne's channel, but she's in reverse. And so what are you blocking yourself away from knowing? What, Cancerian, it feels like there's an over emotional sense of like there's a trepidation against really allowing emotions to flow, to be free emotionally, to really see what is hidden, and a lot of that divine feminine energy being locked up or blocked up, both in males and females. Or you may be a male Cancerian who is finding it difficult to understand or get through to connect with fully another, particularly a woman. And so this is where there's some blocks here, and there's some blocks of wisdom that would really serve you, and that wisdom is within you already, I feel, Cancerians, but there's a certain blockage there because it feels like you would have to face something that you've been in avoidance of for a very long time, and so it feels very heavy and ominous rather than abundant and beautiful and intuitive. We've got Justice again, but it's in reverse, and so Taurus got this in the upright, and so the same goes as the explanation, is that justice is not this conditioned outside of self thing that we search for every which way outside of self. Police, social services, hospitals, schools, always looking for justice outside of self. The justice card in reverse would be that you're looking for this justice outside of self, or you feel because of this you are actually being treated unjustly. And to be honest, Cancerians, and I say this with love, it's you that's drawing this in. It's you that's drawing this unjust behavior towards you in, by blocking these energies. You have the Ace of Pentacles here, abundance and a newness around you in your physical reality. The hidden wisdom of the divine feminine High Priestess is in reverse there, but she's there in you, within you. And so again, with this Justice card, that is what is blocking it. And so you see here in the upright, she's got the scales, she's got the sword of truth, her word, her bond. And so again, what are you speaking over yourself? How are you looking outside of self? What are you thinking outside of self that you need to have justice from? This justice comes from within. And again, 3 major arcanas, like Aries in the reading, the Devil card, and then totally another deck, but the Devil cards you see here, we've got the beings sort of chained. Now, where are they? Down here, there's chains coming from these faces and around the mushroom fungi. Those chains are binding you to an aspect of self, a blockage. Again, a lot of inner child work to be done here, particularly in relationship spheres. You keep calling in a certain type of relationship that you feel is unjust very quickly, because this is what the inner child is calling out for, because this is all the inner child has known. Feels like a lot of you need to do some work on that to reverse those thoughts within, time traveling to your inner child, in your consciousness, time traveling to your past and speaking to you as a child, and creating a different way of thinking regarding who you are and what you are, and how powerful and beautiful and intuitive and emotionally connected you are. And so again, a lot of self-judgment here, and looking for justice outside of self, waiting for affirmation outside of self in order to feed this beast that keeps you bound to not seeing who you are for yourself, for your true identity, for your true beauty and intuitiveness. And it is a lovely thing that you are the waters, you are emotional, you're connectable, you're connected, you're loving and giving, and you have the capacity for unconditional love outside of self. But damn, there's very little love being shown for self in your own right. And so again, this will keep on bringing in the injustices every which way. Now, regarding business, regarding physical reality, abundance stuff, there's some things hidden here that be careful who you trust regarding business this month, Cancer, because there would be an injustice made. There would be a good chance for an injustice to be made via business, money, etc., etc. I hope that helps. Oh, Angelo. My fiance passed away and she was my best friend. Oh. I've closed myself off from any future love and refuse to do the things we used to do. Oh, Angelo, I can help you. I'm sorry that she's passed over. I want you to know she's around you all of the time. And I know we'll have to speak further on this in private, but there's no rush. There's no rush. And I feel like she would want to say to you, you don't have to commit or do anything. Just live, but do love. Love the flower that you see. Love the bird that you hear. Start there. Fall back in love with life again. Because she still experiences that through you, and vice versa. So yeah, but sending my love. Appears there's a few of us bouncing here and to A7. Who's A7? Who's A7? Don't rat us out, Isby. What are you up to, Isby and Scotty boy? And why aren't I in on it? Oh, thank you, Isby. Lovely. We still have our dogs. Yeah, the dogs are a great connection. The dogs feel it. You're welcome. What was her name? That's why you put in that up. Oh, Trina, hey beauty. I'm up late doing some work, getting some things on my channel. Oh no, have I clashed with Andromeda 7? Oh, Isby, will you go in the chat please and just say sorry? I didn't even think. I just thought I've got the time to do it before I get some sleep. I'm going to do it. Hey Trina, my lovely, my beauty. So for let's see, we've got Leo the Lion next. Which deck? Let's have the hot deck for Leo. So for April for Leo, what does Leo need to know for Leo's greatness, for Leo's raw? Just these cards would stop dropping, like bending a lot. Judy. Oh, well, Judy, we're sending you love and appreciation for everything that you brought to this realm and still do. So for Leo, we've got the sun. Leo, the sun. I mean, that's the card for Leo anyway. Major Arcana. Great card in the tarot deck. That's too many that's come out there. So there's, you know, dancing in the sun, Major Arcana. Again, jumping over barriers, enlightenment, glowing abundance, harvest, making hay while the sun shines. A lot about very passionate love here. This horse being like the dark woman manifest, you know, jumping over the target, reaching its goal. And so we have here, it's very much to do with Gemini as well, as in a lot of people would say the Gemini twins, but we've got the divine feminine, divine masculine on top of this dark woman manifest that is depicted in this horse. And so this is a month of a lot of energy for you, Leos. And whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, so you could get into trouble, but you're going to have fun doing it anyway. A lot of enlightenment. Oh, but no, I don't think that's a bad thing, actually. Hold on. Okay, so we've got on the bottom of the deck the Empress, number 3 Major Arcana in reverse. And so this is depicted as the mother, and you can see here the multiple generations, the baby in the womb, the child on the arm, the mother holding the beast, the horse, very gently, because she has absolute control, adoration and reverence from all that is around her, including the wheat, including the growth that just grows around her. She's the creative source. Now, the Empress, the main wisdom from this is your thoughts, words, and deeds create your reality. And this is in reverse. And so there's a lot to do here with the things in your reality that you still don't want to be as they are. There are still things there that are being said, still actions there that are being taken, Leo, that is halting the manifestation of what you desire fully. But we do have the Sun card as the first card. And so there is so much energy here for you. There is so much fire here for you. It's your sign. It's your, you know, the sun. There's so much growth here for you. But there's something not clicking. There's something amiss. And it's got to do with, although some of you that Leos have been blaming other people, it's got to do with what you're saying and what actions you're taking, or more importantly, what actions you're not taking. Out of what you're not saying, and we really should look at that. You really should change that around, because the power and source of energy that you have behind you right now is immense. It would be worth the effort. So we've got as the next card the Four of Cups in reverse. And so you see here in the upright, you can see she's got one cup fully full, and all of the other cups, the three cups, are draining into the river. The river's actually taking them away. So in the upright, it's a moment in time where you're dwelling on something emotionally that has been lost, that has gone, that a pain, a wound, but it's in the upright. So eventually you're transitioning out of that also. You're using it as a good transition point to transmute the energies of loss, of emotional burden, but the river is actively pulling it away, and so it's actively draining. When it's in the reverse, this is where you can't even see this cup that is still in the upright. You can't even see that you actually still have everything you need emotionally to go forward and build anew and feel that bliss again. The feeling the loss and being stuck in the loss, and that would be where the Empress comes in reverse, in that there's something about a feeling of loss emotionally that has you speaking unfavorably or taking unfavorable actions that aren't aiding the energy of this Sun card, Leo. And so this needs to be turned around. It would be this card to turn around mostly right now, so that you weren't stuck really dwelling on something that for the most part has already gone. It's already been taken. It's already been pulled away. It's already been given the it's already been taken out of your hands, so to speak, emotionally. And so allowing the river to take it, allowing the flow to literally dilute it to the point where this red won't be seen further down the river. It only exists because you're holding on to it in this way. And so that will be the main card to turn around in your reading in order to turn this Empress around. Then you've got, if you manage to do that, you've got the Sun card and the Empress then in the upright. I mean, damn, Leo, you're unstoppable with that energy. This is your energy. It's what you're made of. Now, the last card is the Nine of Wands in reverse. And so is that Wands? Wands. Nine of Wands in reverse. And so again, very much not being able to see the wood for the trees, because it's fire, it's wands, it's of your energy source. In the upright, it would speak of taking time to stop, pause, to create and have discernment over the next steps that you take. It's been a rough road. It's been a bit exhausting. There's been a few curveballs, particularly from other people around you, Leo, which seems to have put you in this state of not being able to see the wood for the trees with the Four of Cups in reverse, and dwelling on that, and not being able to have that discernment because of that, in order to know how to go forward. Again, this is a consciousness shift. It's very little to do with the physical. It is very much to do with shifting the consciousness, so the physical shifts with it. And so shifting your consciousness as to what has already gone emotionally, what has already been lost, it's done, it's flowed away, you know, it's gone. Being able to see that you still have this cup upright right next to you, and being able to see that you have got this reprieve where in the Nine of Wands you get a chance to stop and think and discern a way forward. But with this being in the reverse, you've been very stubborn, Leo, which can be an aspect of your sign, and really not appreciating the source of energy that you have behind you during April, with just this consciousness shift. Powerful reading, Leo. Hey, Jules. Hey, Ken. Gaia, my sister. Hey, brother Paul, too. So who was next? Let's rush through these because I'm late for bed. But I wanted to get some content out because I haven't been too great at that lately. I've been trying to do everything else. So, done, Leo. Try not to be too stubborn, Leo, because you've been stubborn with yourself. That's the ironic thing. Virgo. So for Virgo, what does Virgo need to know? Okay, right out the gate. There's a lot of repetitive cards coming through tonight, isn't there, for the signs? We're on such a cusp of change, and what that change is still to be unraveled and unveiled by the decisions that individuals make. But there's so much happening in spirit, and it's sort of creating this chaos in the physical. I can see a lot of people in a lot of the signs, all of them, almost like a warrior battling with itself, battling with its spirit on spirit, like with its own aspects of fractals of self, needing to go in there and really clean house consciously, really, like, you know, it feels like a lot of us are in this like consciousness war, and it feels like it's from outside forces in this physical reality, but actually in spirit, mostly I can feel us waging war with parts of our consciousness that have been manipulated and limited and controlled, and just waging war to release, waging war to shift, and really build a even stronger connection from spirit to physical. And that's happening a lot. I can feel that a lot. So we've got the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you can see here some of the cups are spilled over, some of them are upright, and the river is flowing. This is emotions, and this is the seven, where again, seven, the spirit, the bridge number, from physical to spiritual. There's a lot being thought out here. There's a lot, like I've just said there, emotionally, there's a lot being channeled here, and cleared out. There's a lot of distractions and projects and things to do, but your emotions just need to flow right now, and some of those projects and things to do need to just get knocked over for now, because you are working hard in your elements, which is the water, the emotional body, allowing yourself some reprieve to really slim down the emotional commitments and draws and pulls that you've created for yourself, if that makes sense, Virgo. Now, on the first card, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Again, fabulous card. Family abundance, family inheritance, Virgo. You can see here on the shield the 10 Pentacles, which is the physical reality, the earth, the houses, the cars, the physical existence, the harvest, the crop. For some of you, with this being in reverse, there's a blockage to inheritance. There's some question marks being put over who was given what. Some of you, unfortunately, be careful. It might be that some family theft is going on regarding an inheritance that was meant to be shared in a certain way. But again, and that would create a lot of this confusion and emotional strain of things to do, lots to do. And while you've sort of emotionally and physically been doing those things that needed to be done, others have been taken advantage, maybe. So there's 10 of Pentacles, but it's 10 of Pentacles still, although it's in reverse, still it's the 10 of Pentacles, and it is yours. But for others that the inheritance thing doesn't really resonate for, this would be for you to, again, really accept that your physical reality is yours to create, and you are rich, Virgo, in inheritance right now, in what you can claim in the physical world, what you can bring into being in your physical reality. A lot of you are having familial problems with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, a lot of turmoil in family situations, a lot of upset. Again, it's about letting go of that doesn't serve you right now, family or not. Being able to do it with grace, with confidence, with poise, but nevertheless being able to do it when it's necessary. And so yeah, there's something about that, family dynamics changing, and it creates a bit of an upset for a lot of you. So you've got the 7 again. You've got 3 sevens. Wow. Look up the number 7 for you. Be aware of seeing the number 7 a lot, because there's something in that, like a synchronicity that will happen regarding the number 7 or multiple number 7s that will help you know when to listen up, what details you're going to gain in order to turn this 10 of Pentacles in the upright. That's very important. So it would be 21, and that would be 3. Some of you might be dealing with up to 3 people that are sort of confusing the situation while you're dealing with the practical nature of things, whatever that might be. Now, the next card we have is the Chariot again. How many times has the Chariot come up now? So much happening in spirit, and you can see the divine feminine in the black horse here, and the divine masculine in the white horse. Think of Kali and Shiva, and this is where the balance between the divine feminine, divine masculine pulls that chariot across the stars. You are made of stardust. You are the power of all of the stars that you can channel, that you can create. It's just the spirits just walked in here. I think I know who that is. And so this is where there's so much happening in spirit for you, Virgo. You may be feeling a bit tired, emotionally drawn and worn out right now in the physical reality. And I do feel that this is because of how much is going on in spirit, in consciousness, in your own consciousness, you against you in your own consciousness right now. There's a lot of cleanup happening. And it's funny that I mentioned Kali. If you look up Kali, she was brought into being by the gods in order to defeat these demonic figures that were basically egotistical figures that were just taking and demolishing things for themselves on the earth. And she had to come in quite a rage, a lot of rage, having to consume one of the most demanding and hard to defeat demonic figures, in that every time a blood dropped from this particular one, it multiplied. And so she had to think in the way the divine feminine does, and think, I'm going to consume that pain. I'm going to just swallow it whole, so no more drops of blood can drop on this ground. I'm going to actually transmute it. I'm going to actually digest this. And so there's so much going on for you in spirit right now that is strengthening you, but in the physical, you may be feeling this strain, this tiredness, this inability to sort of see the wood for the trees emotionally, not knowing which way to go first. Now, the next card is the 7, again, 7 of Pentacles. So you've got a 7 in the Chariot, 7 of Cups, and a 7 of Pentacles, and a 10. So with this 7 of Pentacles, again, there is so much emphasis on building, and she's planting a seed here from this abundant chest. It's natural, it's wood, it's building for the future, and it's all about family, with that 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 7 of Pentacles. It's all about the family unit for a lot of you Virgos. and a lot of change happening in the family unit. I would really, really emphasize you starting to practice planting seeds and growing as much of your own food as possible, because this is a very powerful thing for you to do, Virgo, this month. I feel like the energies are just there for you to really be grounded in the physical reality, touching the soil, touching the earth, touching the seeds, nourishing them, and being able to allow your spirit to work while you do something that is going to really anchor you in and ground you in. So spirit working in the chariot, and you really going in a completely other direction from all of the other pulls and draws you have emotionally on you right now, into something that is going to serve you, replenish you, and actually maybe bring a bit of more balance to the family unit and some education, while teaching children, teaching others around you how you're planting, what you're learning, what works, what doesn't, and really allowing this chariot energy to do its thing. It's come out, I don't know how many times now, for different star signs. Who have we got next? Libra. Okay, I'm gonna fight through these. It's gonna be okay. So Libra. DJ, you're up too. Late night. Thank you for dropping in. Much love to you. Big love. So Libra. Hold on. It is super late. And greedy. Much love to you. Hey, DJ. Appreciate you calling in. Miss Gaia. Gaia, I need to make you a moderator as well to help Susie and Elderberry. Libra. Come on, Libra. Give me that energy. There we go. Thank you. Okay, Libra, for April 2022. Let's go. Let's rock. So we've got for Libra, we've got the 8 of Wands in reverse. What does this say? There's a blockage of messages coming through to you, Libra, and you need to be able to hear them, but it feels like you're almost blocking yourself off from them. This would be something that would help you take yourself forward, and it very much is from spirit messages, loved ones that have passed over. These messages almost feel like you have a fear of feeling them or hearing them, because, you know, of the feeling of loss. It feels like you don't know your way, you don't know what to listen to, what not to listen to. This would be from the infinite, though, from the infinite energies, the messages coming forward for you. You're rolling a fat one, David Berry. I need to do that too after this, a big fat one. So we've got the way that you need to be able to trust yourself, to be able to take on board these messages. I feel like there's some of you that have lost a family member or a loved one, and they're so close to you right now, and everything in you would want to connect with them, but for where you're at, you would be terrified of it almost, because you're not quite sure how you would react. And so relax. There is no hurry, but you know, I want you to know that they're there for those that resonate with that. And we've got the Page of Wands, but it's in reverse. And so the Page of Wands in the upright is changeable. It's taken in the elements. It's a playful young energy that doesn't mind being taken off its original path in order to get to a destination. It doesn't mind the bends and curves and the different people that it might meet along the way, because of those bends and curves that may seem like, you know, you get a flat tire but something great happens. Like, we went to a talk the other week, me and my friends, and I left my car at theirs and went in their car with them, and we got a flat tire. And those new cars don't put spare tires in. Talk about that on another show. But I was cool with that, because we still got to go to the chat that we needed to go to, because we were just around the corner when it happened. And then I got to ride a shotgun in a great big recovery truck, you know, talking to a great guy on the way home. So that's the Page of Wands in the upright, that, you know, nobody lost their cool, nobody got upset, and everything just went okay. Everything went smoothly, and I got more video content for the rip-off cars that they sell that are new without tires now, in order to do for climate change. Knowing, I'm not going into it, that's not what it's about. Libra in reverse, this is where you're not able to take in the elements, you know, licking your finger and where's the wind blowing. It feels like you're trying to control your path too much, trying to control the energies around you or within others too much, micromanaging the situation. If you're trying to micromanage a child that is depictive of the Page of Wands, then wrong way to go about it, I would say. Releasing that grip and letting the flow be there. Yes, the safety, but the flow be there would be a much more powerful tool in order to get through to this child, if that resonates with you, because they are stubborn as a mule, and that's a good thing. It's a good attribute of theirs. They just need to learn how to use it for their greatness. But yeah, the micromanaging is not going to work in this case. Now we've got the Page of Wands having the snake here on just beside the feet. And so often in reverse, not being able to see certain dangers. So in your micromanaging, you're sort of inviting harder experiences in, because you're not letting the energies flow. And again, it's this fear of the next phase of something that you've been anticipating. Yeah, it's interesting, Libra. Overthinking, a lot of overthinking. So we've got the Sage of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles. And so the King of Pentacles here is this authority figure. A lot of you trying to take authority over young children in particular, not being able to sort of find a way to strategize your way through this. And this is where taking authority is very important, being that fatherly figure, or that divine masculine figure in a young person's life is very important. But it also feels like you're reaching out to a masculine energy that can give you some guidance, that can give you some ways forward, strategies forward. What needs to be said here? For some of you, Libra, it might be that with this king having one foot covered, you know, all of the kings and queens have got one foot hidden. For some of you, this might be that you are really struggling with co-parenting with another parent that is taking the authority and really, maybe it's not you micromanaging this child, for those that resonate with that, or micromanaging aspects of your life. Maybe it's somebody else sort of bringing that energy in, and it's just not hitting the right buttons. It's not doing the thing that it needs to be doing in order to allow the flow of energies to grow and flow, with that 8 of Wands in reverse and this Page of Wands in the reverse also. Too much micromanaging. We have the 5 of Swords down. So the 5 of Swords would speak of words, conflict. It's a battle that can't be won. And so it feels like there's battling going on here for a lot of Libras. Some of you with children and co-parenting. Some of you actually feeling that inner child and feeling a fear and trepidation and micromanaging yourself rather than being in flow, and then maybe an authority figure within your life having to come in and guide you more, which makes you again feel like you need to be micromanaged even more. And so this is where the 5 of Swords comes in. This is a conflict that is, for as long as you put energy into it, it'll continue to rumble. For as long as you speak air into it, as long as you speak air onto this fire that is in reverse, it will grow, it will rumble on, it will create even more heat. So this is about really exiting left from this conflict that you've gotten wrapped into, this circle of conflict with another. So make your peace with yourself. It might feel hard to walk away and almost impossible, like it's screaming at me saying, how am I going to walk away from this, Jenny? How am I going to change this aspect? I can't, I've got responsibilities. You can, and it's probably going to be the safest way for you to be able to manifest your way out of this, for sure. I hope that helps, Libra. It's a little bit unclear. It's a cat crying. So, who have we got? Energy is real strong tonight. There's loads of cards coming through that are repetitive major arcana cards, David. You're so right. I literally I feel tired, but I could go and fire dance, to be honest. It's and it wouldn't be too much of a push for me to do it. I'm still sort of contemplating it. Oh, I'm contemplating a fat one, as you say. I know the internet is magic. It's just terrible that some people use it for bad intent, but the internet is, our fungi. We can reach out to each other and feel each other, literally. It is cool. I'm in the UK. Jess, need to do your reading, Jess. Yeah, it's 3:30 a.m. Getting some content in. Getting some content in. Good vibes. Isby, yes, it is good vibes. But Isby, would you let Andromeda know? I didn't realize. I just went live and I got the chance to go live. Please, in the chat. So I'm not taking that because I hadn't called it. So who have we got next? Scorpio. Scorpio. I always find Scorpio as a sign. I'm not talking about people. As a sign, I always find Scorpio very seductive as a sign. Sorry, the cat keeps opening the door. Seductive as a sign, and interest in that way, sexually as a sign. And I suppose I sort of mean sexually in spirit as well. Like they've got like this hidden nature that's interesting. So Scorpio. Got a list that I'm trying to keep to. Hold on, that's Scorpio. Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know for April 2022 for their greatness? Scorpions. See, repetitive cards. The Page of Wands has just come out in reverse before there. But then it comes out in the upright here for Scorpio. The energies are very, they're always interconnected, but very interconnected this month. Okay. But Temperance in reverse. Scorpio. Wow. Lovers in reverse. Is that the Lovers? Oh. Scorpio. 3 of Wands in reverse. What have you been up to? Look at this card. I mean, has there been some different kinds of fun and games going on there? And what the heck? See, I told you Scorpio's always got something cool and interesting hidden. 3 of Wands is taking action. 3 of Wands is being actionable. And you can see by this card how it's depicted what kind of action, but it's in reverse. And so whatever this action is that Scorpio you've been taking, it's sort of backfiring. Or somebody around you is taking a certain action that is backfiring on a way forward, on productivity, on creating the right path forward. There's something that you're disappointed in, an action that's been taken that has caused a bit of a rift. And so the Page of Wands in the upright, a young messenger energy, being able to go with the flow, just as we said before in the reading just beforehand. Be aware of the hidden dangers though, this action that's been taken, the 3 of Wands in reverse, or the action that's about to be taken this month. Being able to really flow with this energy of, if this action that has been taken does sort of take you really off course, that's okay. Allow yourself to flow with that, allow yourself to be with that in order to reach your goal, reach your greatness. Now we've got Temperance, balance, but it's a major arcana, but it's in reverse. And so again, whatever's happened with this action that has been taken, Scorpio, this balance has been put out of whack, in that you can't find your balance since that action was taken. And so this would be unable to transmute the energies that have been put into this 3 of Wands, unable to really be able to allow them to flow through you, allow them to be with you without judgment of self or others, being able to transmute those energies clearly and in a balanced way. But the energy is there. It is a major arcana. Yes, it's in reverse, but again, it's all about the way that you're thinking about this action that was in reverse. And so this is where it really is about you not getting too negative, not getting too withdrawn on yourself, not getting too obsessed, Scorpio, with the damage that this action has created, but moving forward outside of this action in a different way, with this Page of Wands being very, very important in the upright. Now the next card is the Lovers card in reverse. Another major arcanas in tiny readings tonight, popping out through different decks. Crazy energy, cool energy, but you know, it takes a bit of a sage to use them, and use them wisely and clearly. It takes a bit of a sage to be able to really harmonize and energize with these energies. So you know, it's get your wisdom on kind of thing, Scorpio. So in the upright you can see she's wrapped around the divine masculine. The Lovers card depicting divine feminine, divine masculine, depicting decisions that need to be made, that will affect the physical reality, but it's in reverse. And so there's something about you not being able to make a clear decision because this Temperance is out of balance, not being able to transmute the energies of this action that is being taken by yourself and others, or others, not being able to transmute that energy and understand that energy, sort of really getting obsessed over it, but not really processing it and transmuting it, will take you into making a decision that is reactionary, rather than observant and discerning, reactionary. And I would urge you not to go into that realm, Scorpio. Yeah, for those of you who've had a bit of fun in a party like setting where a few were invited, it feels like it's backfired. It feels like it's not giving you what you thought you wanted it to give. And so this is about you being the Aquarius energy and being a little bit more carefree about what is acceptable, what isn't, and what is done, and being able to move on from there, move on from that point to transmute the energies that have been created within you. Jess, you're right, the next few months are going to be epic as fuck. He says, fuck. Apparently I say that like that. Read it, sister. Dice controller, much love to you. I know, I'm so sorry I haven't been around much. I've been trying to get things organized. It's the collective horoscope, like sign readings, taroscope. Let's see. Who is next? Much love to you, Scorpio. Sagittarius. My William is a Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let's see. Fun times indeed. It's going to be like a roller coaster. There's going to be so much coming back to haunt. So much coming back to be either disassembled or built up. So much going forward. A lot of fun times ahead, for sure. For sure, says Jess. For sure. Who is next? Okay, Sagittarius. I think I say it the way that you spell it, Jess. I do. Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. 10 of Cups. In the upright. Damn. So the 10 of Cups is real emotional fulfillment. Finding your emotional fulfillment somewhere. It talks about family. It talks about allowing your emotions to flow, really feeling connected with your emotions, Sagittarius, throughout April. Again, it's a 10, so it's a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. 8 of Wands, again, repetitive card, but it's in the upright this time. And the 10 of Swords. There's something about huge cycles in your life, Sagittarius, ending and new beginnings beginning, emotionally and consciously. Oh, the Sun card on the bottom of the deck. Damn. So with Sun card again, major arcana. Leo got this, so it's another fire sign that got it. This is about true enlightenment being there, and really enlightenment like you've never sort of felt before, had before. The energy's there for you to really level up in your consciousness level, in your inner standing of yourself and exploration of yourself, knowing thyself even more. And it talks about there's a lot of connection here with Sagittarius and Gemini. Again, like I said earlier, this often being depicted as the Gemini twins, divine feminine, divine masculine, on the dark woman manifest of the horse. There's a lot of energy here, a lot of sexual energy, a lot of creative energy, a lot of positive energy. Now that would feed into the 10 of Cups being in the upright. Look at that card. Emotionally balanced. You can see all of these cups are balanced, and there's prosperity. I think that's a koi, isn't it? But if not, we can pretend it is, and that would be for me prosperity, emotional prosperity. I mean, what a term to have, emotional prosperity. That's such a power that I think is underestimated and undervalued, to have your own emotional balance, your own emotional prosperity. Finding your own emotional prosperity within self and being able to deliver that, pour that outside of self in the right directions. But again, it's a 10. And so with this Sun card and then this 10 of Cups, huge emotional transitions into a new cycle of life, huge changes emotionally, and with your physical being, with this Sun, with your growth, with your harvest, with your journey. But 10 being an end and a beginning, huge end, because we have next the 8 of Wands, the repetitive card again there from before, but it's in the upright. A lot of messages coming through in the physical and in spirit, back and forth, between those that you really feel emotionally connected to very deeply. And so the next card is the 10 of Swords. So this would speak of, you've got 2 10s here. So the 10 of Swords would be like, there's no more room in your back for any more daggers that would consciously affect you. There's no more room for you to be able to take any more. And this actually is a good thing, because it sort of pushes you into this consciousness shift of no more. No more will that be brought up. No more will that be held over. No more will I hold that over myself. No, the sun is shining. I'm moving forward with the growth, with the harvest, with the love, where the real unconditional love flows, where I want to flow that love to, rather than staying in a consciousness trap that keeps you at a certain level of self-awareness, of growth, of harvest. Excellent reading, Sagittarius. Excellent reading. Am I muted? I wasn't. Am I muted? Prosperity, Paul. Hey, brother. Let's see now. I'm all good. All right, that's okay. Phew. Phew. Didn't want to repeat that. So Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. Capricorn. You've been very patient, I feel, this year, Capricorn, for a lot of things you want to manifest. Being very graceful in your patience, it feels. Don't get too pessimistic, or don't go over on the scales of patience into pessimism. Being pessimistic. That would be an important balance for you for April. So Capricorn for April, Capricorn for April, Capricorn for April. Seven of Wands in reverse. Oh, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm sorry that didn't fill you with loads of confidence, did it, Capricorns? Damn. All is good. All is good. These energies for a lot of people are tough, but they're strong. And so it's up to you. You might have a bit more of an uphill battle to change them around, but you can. And because the energies are strong, when you do change them around, then bingo, you know, you have this super power cell of energies to be used and utilized in the right directions for your life. So we've got here the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so that's the patience thing. A lot of plans going awry. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright is a slow energy anyway, a paced energy, a planned energy, a strategic energy of planning the route to get to a certain destination, a certain business plan, a certain job, a certain house buy or car buy, or stage in a relationship, something in the physical reality. And so messages aren't coming through very clearly. It feels like there's been a lot of delays for a lot of you Capricorns in business. It feels like a new strategy must be taken, and taken quickly and very authoritatively, in order to sort of pull things back in line, because it feels like you've had some people around you, particularly in business, that have been dragging their feet, not doing what is needed to do. And some of you haven't been told until the last minute, where it becomes very much more difficult to sort out. So whoever that's for, get your authoritative hat on and let loose what needs to be let loose, for sure, in business. For other reasons, a lot of messengers coming in for you Capricorn that aren't the greatest messengers. They're not giving you the truth. They're giving you half truths. It's the truth and the lie together. And so have your discernment regarding that. There's a lot of energies around like that, though, that we're all going to have to be dealing with. The Seven of Wands in reverse. So in the upright, the Seven of Wands feels like it's fire. There's a lot of attention on you, a lot of all eyes on you, so to speak. I feel for you Capricorns, there's a lot of jealousy from others coming through. And that would be depicted in this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse on the bottom of the deck, and also the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Wands, sorry, in reverse, as your first card. So this would speak of, with it being in reverse, in the upright, you know, yes, all eyes are on you, and sometimes that can be a good thing. You're getting the attention. But the Seven of Wands in the reverse, you're not wanting this kind of attention. And at least the Seven of Wands in the upright, you're on the top of the hill. You're choosing which hill to die on, so to speak. It feels like you're sort of running from hills with this energy. And so it feels like things have gone really awry in the physical reality, particularly in business for Capricorns. And there's a lot of eyes on you, a lot of attention on you that you would rather wasn't on you. And for some of you, I really feel it, that it's not fair, because I feel like you haven't been given messages in a timely and accurate way that would have avoided the energies that you're in right now. So again, authoritative hat back on. The Ace of Pentacles comes out, but it's in reverse. And so there's been some manipulation around your physical abundance coming through, because Capricorn, it's there for you, it's here, but it's in reverse. And so, and it's here for you in this Knight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So the abundance is there, the wealth is there in the physical reality. There's certain aspects of your reality, though, within certain people, I feel, that you really need to clean up in order to call this in order to turn the reverse in the right way up. And so, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, you can see here the bear is scratching in to this Ace of Pentacles. It feels like a lot of manipulation and attack on your abundance with this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. But it feels like you've given away too much, Capricorn. You need to take back that ground. Now, thankfully, not so thankfully, Ace of Wands in reverse. For a lot of you Capricorns, this would be a partner energy that has sort of betrayed you, manipulated you, and I think is still doing so, and it's been affecting your physical reality. Funds are running low, things are going a bit awry, and it's all about putting your wand in the wrong place. Men in particular, your wands are very powerful, precious tools. They are a physical manifestation of the spark of life that literally is like a gun, a tunnel that literally goes into a black hole and can create whole beings or whole senses of beings and others through the process of sexual energies. So really, for a lot of you Capricorns, I'd love for you to take that on board and start treating yourself and your wand with the reverence it deserves. Stop putting it in black holes that don't really have too much to offer. They're like almost more like wormholes that before you know it, you've been sucked into something and you're running away from the Seven of Wands. Capricorn. Hey, Julianne. Much love to you, sweet pea. Julianne. Okay, so who is next? I'm going to have to go get through these. Aquarius and Pisces. Oh, I'm doing all right. Aquarius, my moon sign. Aquarius and my youngest sign. See if it comes back up. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know for April for their greatest possible paths? Highest vibrations. See, repetitive cards, those energies that just really flowing into each other. So Ace of Wands in the upright. So Aquarius, this is the creative wand. This is the spark of life. This is creation itself. It's a wand. It's powerful. It can be directed. So the energy of it can be directed. It's fire. So you can just breathe on it and it grows. And so this is where something that you're really passionate about needs to be really delved into today to really create a path that is exhilarating for you. We've got the Four of, what is that? We've got the Four of Wands in reverse. This would speak to there needs to be some more passion put into the home situation, bringing it back home, you know, like the football, bring it home. You know, maybe you've been a bit distracted of late. Aquarius, not hard for us to do since I'm an Aquarius moon. Gemini sun, Aquarius moon, and Gemini rising, and a lot of and the rest, so in the clouds. So, and I can breathe on fire. Ace of Wands, repetitive cards, bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. So this is family fulfillment, family abundance, really great family structure, beautiful connections for you, Aquarius, within family and friends that are like family. You've built beautiful connections, and that is credit to you for the people types persons that you are. You're open-minded, relaxed, willing to accept others and change. And so this is real strong for you, Aquarius, in the connections that you've built up, and that is credit to you. The Ace of Wands speaks to, but brings some of that passion back into that home. Don't get too passionate outside of what you've built in this beautiful family connection. Bring that back into the home, so it'll pay off in dividends. With the Four of Wands in reverse, This would speak to home. The Four of Wands is the home. So we've got the family with the Ten of Pentacles, that wand of passion, and then we've got the home. Somebody may be feeling a bit neglected in your home. Let them, you know, play with that wand, so to speak, in order to feel whole. This is where, you know, in the upright, there's balance in the home, there's harmony. In the reverse, there's a little bit of not given enough time, I think, for most Aquarians to the family setting, to the home. Bringing that creativity into the home. For a lot of you Aquarians, it would be really powerful for you to do a lot of like decorating, ritualistic dressing of tables, and bringing that energy, that creativity into the home. For those who live there with you, it would be very much appreciated. And with that wand, you never know what's going to happen when appreciation comes through. Now, for you Aquarius, the last card is the Nine of Pentacles. This is abundance. You've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. This is huge amounts of abundance, huge amounts of dividends. For those Aquarians that are into like the blockchain stuff, the Bitcoin stuff, let me know tomorrow or over this month how much of an increase you get, because this would speak to that. For those of you Aquarians that are playing with that, this would speak to this a lot. The 9 being the realm of all possibilities, and you're bringing it into the physical here. You can see those apples, the pentacles on the tree. The 9 creating more, and you've got that 10 where there's a certain proficiency here that you have right now for being able to create physical wealth and abundance, especially in this experience that you're in right now. But remember to bring some of that creativity and passion home in order to keep a happy, balanced home. Lots of wands. So last one, Pisces, my daughter's sign. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for their greatness for April 2022? Chariot again. Damn, there's so much happening in spirit, really. And for the most part, I feel it really is, for those of us that have that knowing to do so, it's us going into our consciousness to slaughter and uplift different aspects of our consciousness. Be like Kali, you know, Ma Kali, going through our consciousness, clearing the way, clearing the path for the chariots. The chariot cards just come out again. Number 7, very, very prominent. Maybe we should take note of the 7th of April and the 21st for some reason. Remember that, please, 7th of April and 21st. Sorry. Right, there's new, on the 21st, new things called by Boris. That feels like if that's going to happen, i.e. restrictions or new rules, plans. See the Lovers card, Major Arcana again, and the Emperor. The Emperor. 3 Major Arcana again. Huge amount. The energy is wow. It's palpable, and so the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. And so this would speak to being left out, being on the outside. But to be honest, you do well to be pushed out of a physical group of people, family, friends, even business, because to be honest, Pisces, you're not going to need them. And so there's sometimes not sometimes, nearly all the time, good reasons for us being magnetized out of positions, pushed out of positions, pulled out of positions that we've gotten ourselves in. And it's us usually doing the pulling with some help from friends and family. But it's about letting go and not trying to claw your way back into whatever this 5 of Pentacles represents. 5 being midpoint hump day, 5 being very much connected to Odin, you know, very much connected to conflict. And so this would be where you're just letting go of that physical aspect of conflict in your life, and just pushing forward, because in spirit, so much work getting done with this Chariot card in absolute balance. So much manifestation and clearing of consciousness and shifting of consciousness, leveling up, coming through with this Chariot card here. Huge amount, Pisces. Now then you've got another major arcana, which was next, the Lovers card. And so the Lovers card here, another divine feminine, divine masculine representation here and here. I mean, it's on. Pisces, you're just like swimming in those orgasmic cosmic waters, and good on you. Keep swimming. Do the front stroke, back stroke. What else is it? That wasn't a backstroke. What was that? What's that one where you go up and down? The dolphin. Swim. Just swim in this orgasmic cosmic waters, because you're rocking it. And actually, there's a lot of you working with sex magic with yourself and others that is very, very powerful in the creative consciousness of leveling up, of really letting go of all of these distractions where we're getting pulled to be distracted. Pisces, you're just not in it. You're just absolutely not giving it any energy at all with this Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're just like, what, Boris, what did you say? Did that affect me? Oh no, I'll go back to bed. That it's that kind of energy that you've got. And rock on, Pisces. Swim in the cosmic waters. Don't be distracted. You know, have those DMT type, orgasmic type enlightenments that you can bring to us all with your beautiful intuitive and empathic self. Huge decisions for you in spirit and then in physical, Pisces. And for me, it feels all good. Huge decisions of to level up, to be even more of the being that you are capable of being, and looking great while doing it, feeling great while doing it. Rock on, in absolute balance, and with absolute clarity. This is a lovely energy, actually, Pisces, and it's lovely for the last reading, because if we could all relax, and that's not the way, you know, we're supposed to be having these different streams of experience. But if we could all find a way to be led by example by the you that resonate with this month, Pisces, we would all do problems with, because it's just like distractions, physical distractions that don't matter. This DMT orgasmic ride that I'm on right now matters. I'm seeing geometric shapes that are dancing and swiveling and creating frequency, and so that's where you're at, Pisces. For those of you that resonate with this, and I say, do it. do it. The Emperor coming in, something about time just not even applying to you this month, Pisces. You're swimming, and but there's an authority here that watches over you. For some of you, Pisces, you have a father that's passed away, and it feels really strong that the pride that this energy has over you. For those that resonate with this, the pride and honor to be a guide now, to be a loved one on your side, not the other side, on your side. So where you're feeling pushed out in the physical, in spirit, you are championed. Beautiful energy. And this is about almost like time just not applying to you, time just sort of dissolving for you right now in April. I wouldn't even look at the clock this month, Pisces. Are you rocking it? Okay. Let's finish up there. I hope that helps people. I hope that resonates. And you know, I needed to touch base with the channel because I didn't want to not be here. So being very submissive to the energies, Pisces, and I'm proud of you for doing that, because it's difficult to do at times, and especially when everything's pulling you to look on the outside and be guided by propaganda and trigger points, to really just be able to go nope and dive in real deep is very, very, very powerful. It is a powerful one. Thank you, Jess, for recognizing that, because I can feel the energies. I totally feel chilled, and I haven't even had a fat one yet. So good stuff. So for Isby, let's see. You're all welcome. Are you on the fatties, David? Good for you. Powerful sage. Isby, I know you asked earlier, and I hope I've got this right, but I can't remember what you asked, so I'm just going to do general guidance and let me know. Ten of Swords, Isby, you've had enough. Let go of this. This is not your bag anymore. This is words. This is pain. This is daggers in your back, and it gets to a point of, okay, this cycle needs to end, and this cycle needs to end with this Ten of Swords. So I'll read for you again properly when it's not so late or early. Lindell. Oh, thank you for coming in. Beautiful. I haven't seen you. Heard from you. I was thinking about you the other day, actually. I need to be going on Facebook, pushing the teas, doing this, doing that, but catching up with people also. So anyway, I hope that helps. Much love. Mwah, 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 mwah. Speaking favor, prosperity, wealth, and health over you all. Breathe in those cosmic energies, draw down the energy from the stars, and it matters not right now the distractions that are being played out in front of us. Let's us cosmic beings that are in knowing of our greatness move and shift our consciousness into a space of impenetrability from those that would seek to harm others. Let's just really get on this wave and really do what we're supposed to do here. I am bloody nuts. All right, I love you. Mwah, much love. Share the stream, please. Invite people. Let's get the subscribers up to 1,000 at least. Let's manifest that. David Berry, thank you. Need to get that video out too. Okay. I'll go to bed.